Okay, guys. So there's a putting up a video today, and I'm talking about something kind of interesting here that you need to know about, and it has to do with your devices in your house, devices in your house, and what you need to know about this whole thing. There's a big issue going on over at the Corn Hub, the Corn Hub, uh, and basically, I'm not going to talk about it. Call it the P word. I'm gonna call it corn. Over in corn, basically, what they're doing is they're trying to make it so that the new laws will make it so that your cell phones and your computers are they're trying to get Microsoft and Google and Apple to they've sent some things and they're trying to get them press them to know your identity. They're trying to get your identity linked into your computer. Okay, so linked into your phones and your computers and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you a few options here, and I'm gonna get into talking about this and why this matters about actually being able to physically ID yourself. Them trying to get you, physically ID'd, trying to physically, you know what I'm saying, the physically ID thing. They're trying to physically ID you on your phone. I mean, trying to physically, do a real ID, like your driver's license. They want you to show them your driver's license and then show them your face and stuff like that. So you do like a face thing and then like a driver's license thing. So they're wanting to know your real ID, and they want that linked in to this operating system, this computer right here, and in your computer inside here. All right, so I'm gonna give you a few options, and I'm gonna show you some things here. So I'm gonna call it. Let's see, Cornhub. Cornhub is urging tech giants to enact device-based age verification. The company sent letters to Apple, Google, and Microsoft pushing for an alternative way to keep minors from viewing corn as U.S. and U.K. laws have caused its traffic to plummet. And this was just recent. This was in November the 28th. I started talking about this, and I was telling some people. I learned about this from the Linux world. Okay. Oh goodness, I've already pulled this one up. But anyway, I've already pulled this one up. Anyway, you see, states that with corn ID laws, so the ones in green are the ones that's already got the ID laws in place. North Carolina, so on and so forth. Texas, you know, goodness. Anyway, Texas, and then Wyoming and Oklahoma, all these different places out here. Colorado, New Mexico, Wyoming has it. Colorado, New Mexico, Wyoming, Utah. We pretty much could already say that Nevada, California, Oregon, and Washington State probably wouldn't. You can already say that they would never get that. And up here in this area, I'm expecting them to never get that. But this real whole thing is, the whole thing about all this is it's not, this ID law thing is, it's not really about the law. And they don't care about kids. I mean, if they cared about kids, they aborted a whole classroom full last week. The bottom line is they don't care about kids. They want to go into fourth trimester abortions, which means after the kid's born up till it's 3 months old. That's what they want to do. That's how these people are. They don't care about this or that. They care about the bottom line, and the bottom line is them trying to get this thing done so they can know everywhere we go and everything we do and everything else. And what we do on the internet, everything else. That's what this whole thing's really all about. And I'm going to prove that to you in a minute. Let's see. Alright, lawmakers want to ban VPNs, and they have no idea what they're doing. And then we're going down here. It's unfortunately no longer enough. I said, remember when you thought age verification laws couldn't get worse? Well, lawmakers in Michigan, and beyond are about to blow you away. It's unfortunately no longer enough to force websites to check your government issued ID before you can access certain content, because politicians have now discovered that people are using a virtual private network (VPNs) to protect their privacy and bypass these invasive laws. Their solution: entirely ban the use of VPNs. So in other words, what they're saying is, and you gotta look right here. Here's Wisconsin. I'll pull on down here. All right, so here's Wisconsin. Here's Michigan. On my map here, now if we look at our map, right here is Wisconsin. Right here is Michigan. On our map here, they're not showing green. They're also not showing red. But yet these people, what it says, Michigan and Wisconsin and Michigan, two states that's not even in the green, wants to do this. So what does that tell you right there? They want to ban VPN. Why would they want to ban VPN? Why are they trying to push this age verification laws? What the hell are they trying to do? What they're trying to do is they really just want to know everything you're doing on the web, where you go, everything else. That's what this whole thing's really all about. So what can you do to bypass this laws and the solutions? All right. So here's what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna show you some options, but I'm gonna show you some options, and the options I think are best. Just get your regular computer and install this right here. Just install this right here. This is what I'm using right here. No big deal. Just install. Download. Just get Ubuntu. It's called Ubuntu Canonical. Download Ubuntu, and just download Ubuntu, or you can buy a pre-built desktop. You can buy a pre-built laptop or desktop with it on there. They got these things on. They got these things over in Amazon. You can actually buy these things in Amazon here, but I'm going to show you. So, but you can actually buy the laptops. You don't have to just do that. You can actually just buy the laptops. Let's see, or you can buy a desktop, either one. Do laptops for sale, and they should have plenty of things here. Dell's been well known for making these things, and they can be expensive. They can be cheap too. It just depends on which one you want to go with. They got some $829. They got some that go on up. Let's see. They got one here, $649 and $479. Okay, so you can just tell what you do. Recommend Cyber Monday laptop deals. So, Precision Workstation. So Windows 11 Pro. So yeah, they got 12 or 14 option results here. But anyway, see, they got some that's $479, $649, stuff like that. Or you can just download. What I recommend you do is just come over here and just download the. Just go ahead and just download, the desktop environment. Just do like me, use it. Get out away from Windows. So get away from Windows. Just don't deal with Windows anymore. So here's what I was going to show you too. Now what I recommend for a phone, and I know that we've all gotten very, very used to our smartphone deals, and it's made life a lot more simple in some ways. You got to think also, if you're doing like DoorDash and you're delivering a lot of things, or you're trying to run an Uber or something like that, you may need a prepaid. You might need a cell phone of some type. You might need a smartphone. So this may not be an option for everybody, but I think the majority of people that watch my YouTube channel, I don't know your particular thing. You may be doing DoorDash. And there's nothing wrong with doing DoorDash. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing Uber. There's nothing wrong with doing the Lyft and stuff like that. If that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. I mean, everybody needs a little side hustle. Get a little money here and there. So whatever you're doing for money, especially for the holidays, nobody judges. But what I recommend you do is just get a flip phone. Just a plain old simple flip phone. The reason why I pulled up TracFone is because TracFone pretty much has some of the cheapest flip phones. Like the TCL Flip 3 here. They sort of have some of the cheapest flip phones. I mean, not a bad looking little phone. Back in the old days, we would have been happy to carry a little phone like that. And so just get your little flip phone. Get rid of the old big bulky. Get rid of the old big bulky things we got now, and just there's a nice looking little thing, a Blue Flex. That's a pretty cool little guy. It's got an external thing on there. Any kind of external buttons on the sides. Not really seeing any. Looks like it might have some buttons there, like an up, down, power button, stuff like that. Volume and power button right there. It's got an external speaker right there too. That's pretty cool. So, something about like that. Then there's other ones. You can go through Jitterbug Flip 2. I don't really like their plan rates too much over there. But there's all kinds of different phones in case you ever need to replace one. These are just unlocked phones. So then they get pretty expensive though, like the Duraflip, like the 831 here, the K Sierra Dura XA 4831 thing. So yeah, but this is what they call it. It's like waterproof, drop proof, rugged flip phone, kosher, no Verizon service. So in other words, you got Verizon, you can't get that. But they got one that has Verizon service here. Yeah, that's a renewed one. Let's not look at a renewed junk. But anyway, TCL flip phone, 16 gigabyte storage, and let's see, this is renewed, so nothing like that. No, but anyway, we can find plenty of phones that's like, let's see here. Here we go. Here's one that's for AT&T T-Mobile. This is unlocked and it's a touchscreen. And this one also will work without any of them, but it's also basically a thing. And then you got like some Nokia 2780. That's like the most popular flip phone right now. It's $90. You can also buy it at local Best Buy. You got TracFone TCL Flip 3. You can just buy it directly from TracFone. Go to Walmart, buy a flip phone, whatever from them. Got the HMD Barbie here, which is Power Pink. Ooh, why not? Let's just be a man carrying around a Power Pink phone. But yeah, this thing works with, it can work with U.S. mobile networks, including but not limited to AT&T, Cricket, T-Mobile, Boost, Verizon, TracFone. Nano SIM card is required for use with a mobile carrier. A SIM card is not included with this product. So in other words, you gotta have your own thing. So then you go hot pink on it if you want to, and go over here with your little Barbie phone. Okay, so let's not make this thing too long. You're crazy about all that stuff, but anyway, you get the idea. You know how you get that. You kind of get the idea. Just get a home internet service. Just have a home internet service. And I'm going to show you what you can do whenever you have a home internet service. I'm going to show you what you can do. And you just have a home internet service, have a little laptop at the house, and just get you a Chromebook, for God's sakes. Just get a Chromebook. The thing about it is you can have a home internet service and get a Chromebook. And if you get a Chromebook, I mean, you're talking about a $100 laptop. You're talking about it's a $100 little laptop. You're going to have a whole lot better vision than you will this right here. And these things, they got this thing called Darknet going on now, where the cops are tracking these phones right now everywhere you go. They're tracking these phones everywhere you go. It's called the Darknet, and they're tracking your phones everywhere you go. It's when you do one and it says they sell your location and some of your personal information. to third parties, and one of those is WeatherBug. WeatherBug does that. If you got WeatherBug on your phone, it tells third parties exactly. It tells the third party exactly where it's at. It's something called DarthNet. So cops are actually using this thing called DarthNet to actually know where you're at all the time. It may sound crazy, but it's true. I've already showed you other things that they're doing, so why not believe me on this too? So let me show you some things that you can do, and this is pretty much what I'd recommend you do. Just get a $20. Depends on what you got. I mean, you're talking $40, but anyway, you get unlimited talk and text for $15 a month right here, right? So 450 minutes of thing. Then you got other ones. 70. Let's see, with auto pay, without a refill, it's $71. You got 450 minutes. Talk and text. For talking text, 65 days for talking text. Which points? Only current card connect customers. I don't know what that is. But anyway, that's 100 minutes. Let's not do that. That's 100 minutes to get rid of in a time of all that. So you got for 90 days. But anyway, that's not the point I want to show you. I want to keep this thing short and sweet as possible. But what I'm talking about here is, like, let's say unlimited talk and text for $15 a month. So let's say you got two lines. It's $15 a month. Now you can auto refill. If it says right here, auto refill for first 2 months. Auto refill for first 2 months is $10 with auto refill for the first 2 months. Now, this is a you can just do $41 a month. So basically, you can do a $41 a month plan to get 3 gigabytes and stuff like that for 3 lines. Okay, but what I would recommend, pretty much, this would be the one I'd recommend, the $20 plan. $20, and then you get 4 gigabytes carryover data, unlimited talk and text, hotspot capable. Let's see, initial talk and text to international talk and text to Canada and Mexico too for the whole deal. So you get international talk and text and everything in the whole deal too for just $20 a month. So $20 a month, 2 people, let's say a husband and wife, flip phones. So you're talking about $40 a month. Now some people would say you're nuts, but I've already showed you they're coming, and they're wanting to know what's going to happen inside your computers, inside your cell phones. And I'm going to talk about some of the implications of that in a minute. So, all right, so then I went over here to Cricket just to see what the thing is. Select Unlimited. And they're Select Unlimited hotspot add-on. A hotspot add-on available just for their Select. This is just for their Select. And that's $35 a month, and then it comes with this is unlimited talk, text, and internet, and stuff like that. Talk, text, and internet. So, and then they also have one too that works. They also have their own too. They also have their own thing too. The plans, devices, phones. And I have to find that thing. I don't know where it's at, but they got only one prepaid phone. It's called the Debut Flex. I looked at it because that's what I'm gonna be getting, is the Debut Flex. Of course, I'm also in a big plan too, though. So let me look it up here. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Phones, and then there we go, right there. So this is just the Debut Flex, and it's just a simple phone. It does have hotspot, it does have everything else, and your price is $49, but you can buy this same phone at Walmart for $30. They got the same phone at Walmart for $30. But it's $50 right through the store. So, but anyway. You can get this phone for $30 at, through them, and it doesn't have much. You got 4 gigabytes 4 gigabytes of storage. Got cameras and all that stuff. But I mean, just for a simple phone, simple thing to get done. It's got. I think it also talks about how it's got Wi-Fi. It's also got hotspot capabilities. It's got hotspot capabilities, quite a few things, and that's what I'm gonna be getting. I'll show you next time in the next video I make. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting it this Wednesday. I'm not getting it today, but I'm going to get it with this Wednesday. I'm just gonna go buy it at Walmart, and then when I do, I'll just call Cricket and deal with them directly at the over the phone. I just add that line on, and I'll just or no, I can do it through the internet. I can do it through the internet, and that's the way I'll go. But still, it says your price $49.99, and then basically, you'd buy just your basic you just buy basically your basic cell phone plan. So let's say they even have a more basic cell phone plan than that one. It's $30 a month. Let's see, it's called the Sensible plan. But yeah, the Sensible plan, and then that goes 10 gigabytes of high speed data, and then a hotspot add-on not available, so on and so forth, and then international texting unavailable, usage in Mexico and Canada unavailable, unlimited calls and text from the U.S. to Mexico and Canada unavailable. But anyway, this is just like basically it's just an unlimited. It's just an unlimited plan that you just use for unlimited use. But anyway, so what does all this mean? What does all this mean is that they're just trying to flat out come for your hide. Is what they're doing. They're looking to come for you. They're trying to know everything you do, everywhere you go, everything else. It's that simple. I don't know how else to say it than that. Let's change this background, shall we? I've had this background on here forever. See what else we got. Let's get, that other one looks a little dreary. So, yeah, let's look at this. Sounds like somebody's shooting somewhere closer around me here. Like over in the woods over there. Anyway, like over that way somewhere. But anyway, so what I'm saying is basically to just go ahead and get away from this stuff, man. Get out of it. I mean, we don't need this stuff in our life. Just get out of it. There's no point while you're riding around with a tracking device on you at all times, because that's what you're doing basically, riding around with a tracking device on you at all times. Get out of the system, man. Get out while you can. Get out. Unplug from the system while you can, because the bottom line is that if you don't get out of the system while you can, then the bottom line is you don't know what's going to happen from it one day to the next. One of the biggest issues too, though, is like I know down in Charlotte and many different areas. I know up in Providence, and down in Charlotte, North Carolina, and different kind of big cities, they have these stoplights. They got cameras at stoplights, and if you roll through a stoplight or something like that, you accidentally run that light or something like that, one of the problems is that they'll go in and they will actually what they'll do is they can actually if you got a cell phone on you, if you got a cell phone on you, that whole shooting thing kind of made, why did they shoot this time of night? I got neighbors like way over there someplace, but it just messed me up. But anyway, so if you got a cell phone on you, and let's say you accidentally roll through a light, and you got these cameras, the cameras catch you rolling through the red light, and then this right here is your identification tracker. You don't know if the cops are going to have some kind of device in the back that's going to be able to ping you, and if they can ping your phone, and they know that this tracking device right here, if they can ping that phone from back there someplace, then you may be finding yourself in some trouble, buddy. I mean, just think about that. But anyway, I'm not going to make this thing too long. Just think about it, I mean, this is like the movie They Live, buddy. I mean, it's pretty much just what it is. But anyway, be good at it, and take it easy. See you on the flip side.